Hi, my name is Maggie Miller, and I wanted to tell you today a story about my 12-year-old daughter, Shannon. When Shannon was 9 months old, she started having severe episodes of vomiting attacks, where she would vomit every 2 to 3 minutes for up to 10 days. The only cure for doing that was to take her to the hospital, hook her up to IVs, and put her into an induced coma so that the episode would break. There were times that she would have as many as 3 and 4 per week that we would have to treat at home, or times where she would be in the hospital for up to 7 to 10 days in a coma. For 7 years, we didn't know what she had. We'd been to a multitude of doctors, specialists, GI doctors, neurologists. She'd have had over 30 different tests between her blood, upper GIs, you name it, we had it done. And nothing was helping my little girl. When she was 7 years old, she was diagnosed with a condition called cyclic vomiting syndrome and abdominal migraine syndrome, a neurological condition that would affect her, we didn't know, all of her life, part of her life, but it was definitely interfering with everything in her life. She missed over 50 days of school out of 180 every year consistently. She couldn't go to birthday parties, she couldn't go to after-school activities, she couldn't do sports because we never knew if at the drop of a dime she would have an episode and be in the hospital. And while some kids are at school thinking about soccer practice, mine was thinking about whether or not she was going to be in the hospital that night, and it was horrible. So when she was 7, she was diagnosed with cyclic vomiting, and we found some relief, but not a lot. For the next 5 years, Shannon still suffered from immense migraines and was missing school day after day. Bright little girl, straight A student, but dealing with this monster, as we called it. I was on Seminar 6 back in May, and on the day after on Seminar, there was a gathering in Wimberley, Texas, where I met Narissa Oden. We had a conversation about food sensitivities and food allergies and all of these monsters that lived within our body. I was so intrigued with the conversation with Narissa that I shared the story about my daughter. I wasn't really thinking too much ahead of the game, but when I got home back to Boston, Massachusetts, within 2 days I contacted a Center for Holistic Medicine and a naturopath in the Boston area. Within a couple of weeks we had an appointment, and I took Shannon to see the doctor there. We had a 1-hour interview, and the doctor said that she truly believed that Shannon could be helped with homeopathy and naturopath medicine. She put Shannon on a very strict gluten-free diet and told us to also try to avoid soy. She also prescribed some natural supplements to her body for intestinal repair and to help with the migraine and the vomiting syndrome. Within 30 days, Shannon had shown such a marked improvement that she's been in school in 7th grade for 2 months, and she's missed 2 days of school. That's a gift. It's a gift as a mother to have a 12-year-old daughter who can finally go to a sleepover. And I don't have to worry, and neither does she. It's finally a little girl who can join the drama club and not have to worry whether she'll be around for the performance or in a coma in the hospital. So my story is one that I shared with Narissa, and she asked me to share with you, which I am doing. If you are a parent or you are any person that has suffered miserably, take this directive, take this avenue, look for your answers, and don't ever stop, because my daughter now has a chance to be a normal teenager. Thank you.